Well, I recently asked ChatGPT to lay out for me the top 10 fruits and vegetables that are best for the optimization of people who have dark or have a heavy concentration of melanin in their skin. So what we're looking at is not just skincare. I'm interested in fruits and vegetables that are best for the optimization of people who look like me. So anything from your brain to your lungs to your heart, all of that stuff. What are the best fruits and vegetables for us? That's what we're going to take a look at. Number one is definitely on the top of the list is moringa. I mean, moringa beats out just the leaves itself. It beats out the calcium that you'll find in milk, the vitamin A that you'll find in carrots, and also the potassium that you'll find in bananas. I mean, this thing has everything, and it fights off. It's a great assistant in fighting off people who deal with anemia. You know, that's something that you'll see that many people of dark skin, that people that look like me, they deal with anemia. So if you deal with that, moringa, you definitely need to have that not only on your shelf, but in your body as well. And number two will be baobab fruit pulp. Now, baobab fruit pulp, it contains 5 times, watch this, 5 times the vitamin C that you'll find in oranges. And plus it contains pectin. And pectin, basically, it feeds the good bacteria in our stomachs. Yes, there is a such thing as good bacteria, and we need to feed that, not the bad bacteria. Number 3 is going to be watermelon. Now, watermelon is rich in amino acids. It also contains something called L-citrulline. L-citrulline is good for lowering blood pressure. Now, this is something to keep in mind for those who deal with hypertension, you know, that kind of stuff. Watermelon is perfect. So don't listen to the haters out there when it comes to watermelon. When watermelon season comes around, it needs to be on your table if you deal with these conditions such as hypertension. Number 4 is okra. I'm sorry. I'm one of those people. I just can't stand okra. I just can't stand the taste, the slimy. I can't stand it. But the mucilage that it produces, you know, that slimy stuff, is actually really good. What it does, it coats the stomach, and what it also does, it slows down sugar spikes. So when you get those sugar spikes, okra, for what they say, is very good for you. And it's especially good for people who have type 2 diabetes. So you definitely want to keep some okra around. But guess what I found? Just do a quick Google search. If you're like me and you're like, I can't take the taste of it, they actually have okra supplements that you can take. Yeah, so just do a search for okra supplements, and yeah, you can actually take it that way as well. So, you know, I will elect to do that for me, but check that out. All right, number 5 is beetroot. Now, what they have found with beetroot is that what they've discovered is that just a glass of it for young adults, if you take a glass of it a day, within 3 hours, they have noticed, they're able to measure that your systolic blood pressure goes down within 3 hours. And number 6 is avocado. Now, avocado, it has something called monosaturated fats. Okay. Now, monosaturated fats, plus it has vitamin E in it, which is very good for the elasticity in your skin. So for if you are dealing with any kind of skin issues, you definitely want to have some avocado in your diet. I'm going to be honest with you. Avocado is another one of those things. It takes me a minute to kind of eat it. You know, it just, I don't know. I'm a texture person. Some things are just a little bit difficult, but my family loves it. I need to follow suit with them on that one. So you definitely want to check out avocado. All right, number 7 is orange flesh sweet potatoes. Now, orange flesh sweet potatoes, they have something in it that it's called beta carotene. Now, beta carotene is very good for what? Your vision, particularly vision at night. And it also helps boost your immune cells. And one thing I want to, before we continue, to keep in mind is when you're looking at different fruits and vegetables, also understand the different colors. They also are key indicators on what they're good for. So in the case of orange colored sweet potatoes, think beta carotene. When you get to carrots, it's going to be the same thing. Beta carotene, that's good. That orange is good for your eyesight. Let's get to the next one. Number 8 is going to be collard greens or some type of dark green leafy vegetable. It gives 6 times collard greens. It gives 6 times the amount of K1, vitamin K1, and that's good for your bones. You know, a lot of our black women deal with osteoporosis, and just bringing in collard greens into your diet, it will definitely help with that. Now, when we say collard greens, don't think of grandma's collard greens with the, you know, pork and all of that in there. There's all kinds of ways you can eat collard greens. Some people put it in their salads. Some people do little wraps. You know, you can do it with that. You can chop it up and, you know, there's all kinds of things you can do with it. So definitely, if you are concerned about your bone strength, which we should all, you definitely want to make sure you're incorporating collard greens in your diet. Number 9 is pomegranate seeds. Now, pomegranate seeds has 2 things in there. Okay. Number 1, it has ellagic acid, and the second one is puny collagens. And what these things are good for is slowing down the growth rate of tumors. So this is especially good for you have numbers of black men who deal with prostate cancer, things like that. Pomegranate seeds are definitely going to be very good for particularly black men, and making sure we include that in our diet as well. So check that one out. All right. And then finally, number 10, it brings us to hibiscus, the hibiscus flower. Now, I know for me, I love hibiscus tea. I prefer mine to be cold, but of course you can drink it hot. Now, hibiscus, the color, which is red, combined with the tartness of the flavor, it has something in it called anthocyanins. Now, hibiscus, it has the ability, this was according to a study that they just did here in 2025, it has the ability to lower your systolic and diastolic blood pressure down to a level that's comparable to what you would get from first line, like prescription drugs. So here at Samba Tree, we're not just here to sell different health and wellness products. We actually are taking upon ourselves to look at what are the things that we need to do to live an optimized life. So, for example, those of us with more melanin in our skin, we want to know what is the optimized way we need to live. So what are the things we need to eat? What kind of exercises we need to do? These things are very important, just like people who don't have as much melanin in their skin as we do. Each person, depending on where you're coming from, the way our bodies are made, they're made in a way where we have to know, okay, what is the optimized way to live our lives? I mean, we take the same approach when we're looking at our cars or, different, devices that we have. The manufacturer will always tell you to use this so that you have longevity with these products. This is how you're to use it. Well, our bodies are no different, and our skin color are good indicators to tell us that there are specific things that we need to do, specific ways we need to live so that we can live an optimized life. And that's what we're about here at sambatree.com. Go in and check out our website. Again, the website is sambatree.com and find out more. Thanks for listening. You guys take care, and I'll see you again soon.